How to Save $1,000 Fast, Part 2. In the first video, we gave you the top 6 tips to save $1,000 quickly. But there's many more ways to help you save fast. In this video, we'll explore 9 more ways to save $1,000 fast. So let's get started. Tip number 7. Closely monitor your progress. Tracking your progress with regular expense entry and budget reconciliation is one of the most crucial steps in helping you stick to your budget and reach your goal. Why so often? Because you'll be able to identify money difficulties before they become serious and quickly change your budget to get back on track. You may stay motivated to save money by using this daily habit to monitor your financial progress and stay focused. Tip number 8. Automate your savings. You can automate your savings if you have faith in your spending plan and wish to advance the Save First strategy. One of the simplest ways to automate your savings is to have a portion of your direct deposit go straight into your savings account. If this is not an option, your bank might let you set up automatic savings transfers. You could also include a money-saving app like Acorns in your financial mix if you truly want to pick up your game. Acorns is a financial program that invests your money for you after rounding up all of your purchases to the next dollar. Tip number 9. Divide your goal into more manageable milestones. Setting savings milestones as you work toward your ultimate goal is another useful suggestion. You may divide your $1,000 goal, for instance, into $200 milestones. This tactic will position you to experience a number of minor successes along the way. These minor accomplishments can boost your drive and encourage you to persevere when things get difficult. It's important that you see progress in order to maintain your momentum and enthusiasm for your savings goal. Tip number 10. Sell free furniture from Craigslist, OfferUp, or eBay. If you don't mind working with your hands, you may quickly turn a profit by acquiring free furniture on Craigslist, OfferUp, Nextdoor, eBay, or other sites, and then turning around and selling it. All it takes is a willingness to do some quick travel and moving work. You'd be surprised at some of the high-quality items individuals are willing to give away if you'll just take it off their hands. Some items don't even require updating or fixing, though a little renovation may help you fetch a higher price when you sell it. In other words, simply buy it and sell it for a quick profit by posting it on a resale or auction type site as mentioned above. Instead of house flipping, it's furniture flipping. For example, if you could just sand down a dresser, apply a fresh coat of paint, and sell the piece for $75 to $100, it really is that easy. You could cut your savings period in half if you complete a few of those tasks each weekend. Tip number 11. Keep your savings separate. One of the best things you can do to save money is to keep your savings separate from the rest of your finances, ideally at a completely different bank institution. This will prevent you from immediately transferring funds from your saving account to your checking account once you make a deposit. This ridiculously easy trick can make a big difference in your financial circumstances. Many individuals credit this technique with helping them accumulate a 6-month emergency fund, pay cash for their cars, and pay for a number of significant medical expenses. Tip number 12. Aim higher. Setting your aims even higher is a good idea if you want to save $1,000 quickly and you thrive in the face of a challenge. For instance, try saving $2,000 over the course of a month and a half as opposed to $1,000 in 1 month. This type of larger objective will drive you to step outside your comfort zone, maintain discipline, and use your creativity when it comes to managing your money. Additionally, even if you fall short of your larger target, you'll probably still reach your $1,000 objective, which is fantastic. Tip number 13. Use the next month's budget rule. Saving money is at the mercy of impulsive spending, and regrettably, the more money you save and consequently have available for spending, the more difficult it is to resist spending it on a frivolous impulse buy. You should therefore firmly adhere to the next month's budget principle. In essence, you force yourself to wait until at least the first of the next month to make any purchases that you initially didn't include in your budget. 2 key things happen when you follow this rule. First, it prevents you from buying anything out of emotion. By making you stop and consider whether you actually need it, you'll allow yourself time to approach the purchase with far less emotional perspective. 2, if you still want to make the purchase at the beginning of the next month, you can incorporate it into your budget and forego spending in other areas. You won't interfere with your attempts to save this way, and you'll maintain better control over your money. One of the best methods to keep yourself from making a purchase that may slow down your potential to save $1,000 quickly is to follow this next month's budget rule. Tip number 14. Reduce your fixed expenses. You'll need to figure out how to locate some extra money each month if you want to save $1,000 rapidly. Cutting your fixed expenses is one of the best methods to shorten your path to this goal. Monthly bills, known as fixed expenses, are those that don't change substantially from one month to the next. Examples include rent or mortgage payments, car payments, insurance premiums, and subscription costs. And in all seriousness, eliminating fixed spending from your budget is the ultimate goal. Why? Because every time you decrease a fixed expense, your ongoing monthly margin grows. Every time you reduce one of your monthly fixed expenses, you free up money for the present and the future because fixed expenses are ongoing. This will therefore not only help you reach your monthly savings target and a $1,000 savings goal, but it will also provide you extra room to empower you to reach the next monetary objective you set for yourself. Tip number 15, refrain from temptation. Simply removing your major spending temptation is one of the best methods you can use to save money quickly. In other words, try your best to avoid a store or location where you know you have a tendency to overspend. This can entail avoiding particular stores, unsubscribing from marketing emails, using social media, or even cutting off interaction with certain people in your life. The truth is that we all have a few spending triggers that make it harder to save money. So if you want to save $1,000 as quickly as possible, figure out what your biggest spending temptations are and learn how to resist them. In conclusion, you must be intentional and diligent in all aspects of your financial life if you want to save $1,000 quickly. The more extreme you're willing to go, whether that means making your goals more specific, reducing your expenditure, growing your income, or applying any of these 15 tips, then the faster you'll get to your savings goal, and the faster you'll get to the financial freedom you're looking for.